Gotta get it back, picking up. All right, Shalom. All right, all praise and glory be to the Heavenly Father.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Wahab Shah.
Double Smaki, Kabbalah Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, for giving us the Holy Spirit to be able to come back and do another lesson. I hope you something to be edifying, authority, admonishing, defending the preaching of the gospel. All right, double honor to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone for Israel. Peace and blessings to the faithful elect, those that have been slaves to be saved from the destruction that is currently coming upon the entire globe, primarily America, and to all the wicked inhabitants thereof, according to the Bible. Those being slaves to be saved, being under the Israelites, who today are being known by bywords such as Negroes, African Americans, Black, Latinos, Hispanics, Native American Indians, West Indians, Seminole Indians, so-called Black Hebrew Israelites, Afro people scattered abroad. The men of these people simply teach the true doctrine, the way of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, true way of the Bible, true doctrine of the Bible, and the men, women, and children also that turn back to their true heritage, the true way of the Bible, the way of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. Shalom. So this is the 12th episode or volume of declaring the end from the beginning, and pretty much that's what we're gonna do. You know, everything that you see now is already declared to come upon me. Because real quick, let's kick it off with that. St. John 19:13. And you got an article on the current situation of America right now, which is really going to vibrate out to the rest of the entire earth, because everywhere on earth, the whole globe is influenced by America. Somebody can hold second Ezra 16 chapter. Okay?
St. John chapter 19, verse 13. The Pilate therefore heard that saying.
Mm-hmm. Where you at? St. John 19 and 13? Mm-hmm. Jump to 13 and 19. A lot. Go ahead.
St. John chapter 13, verse 19.
Uh-huh.
It says, now I tell you before it comes.
So now we tell you, Lord, he tell you before it comes. You know, before all these things started happening, it was already declared in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Which is the beginning. You know, ultimately by Yahweh Shah, which is the beginning. You see what I'm saying? Real quick, give me Revelation. Two people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, by the way. Give me Revelation 1 and 10.
Right. Revelation chapter 1 verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the spirit on the Lord's day,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard behind me a great voice,
Mm-hmm.
as of a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last.
Mm-hmm.
And what thou seest,
there it is, man. It's the first and the last. All right? And let's get another one. Give me Revelation. I believe that's in the 22nd chapter. Yep, in the 13th verse. Make it more clear. You got it.
Revelation chapter 22, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
I am Alpha and Omega.
See, once again, see that? Come on.
The beginning and the end.
See?
The first and the last.
So the end was declared from the beginning, you know, which is when we call Jesus Christ and how it's out. He's the beginning, man. You see what I'm saying? All right. So he declared all these things. You got it.
All right.
Uh-huh.
St. John chapter 13, verse 19. Now I tell you before it comes.
See? Who tell you?
I tell you.
What kind of letters is that?
Red letters.
Is it?
Now I tell you before it comes, that when it is come to pass, you may believe that I am He.
See? That he is who? He's the beginning, man. The one that declared the end, you know what I'm saying? To you, you know. Period. All right? You got it. Mm-hmm. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, fine. All right, what else we know? Second Ezra 16, and what else? Anything else? Okay, so yeah, man, so everything that's going on right now was declared from the beginning, man, and what's getting ready to break forth. Matter of fact, keep holding that second Ezra 16, somebody do second Ezra 15, and okay, second Ezra 16, and we're gonna start with second Ezra 15 and 18. That's really the point. You got it. You already got it. Probably somebody also hold me Luke 4 and 32. Luke 4 and 32. Yeah, bring that up.
In 2 Ezra 15, verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Somebody hold Luke 4 and 32. Come on, time, brother. Come on.
2 Ezra 15 and 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Or because of whose pride? You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. You got it.
The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Well, because of their pride. You see what I'm saying? Or because of their pride. Who's there? There is America, man. There's, which is ran by a so-called white man, man. You know? They so high up, they don't think they can come down. They think they can make the worst decisions ever. And it's gonna, they either don't care, but they really don't consider it. You know, they don't consider the end, you know, of the thing. Give me Isaiah 47 real quick. And then also somebody hold Obadiah 1. That's right back behind. Keep holding that for Luke 4 and 32. All right, yeah, okay, hold Obadiah. All right, read Isaiah 47 and start at 7. Mm-hmm.
It's Isaiah chapter 47, verse 7. And thou saidest,
Who said it?
thou saidest,
Uh-huh.
I shall be a lady forever.
Yeah, and that's lady living. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Obadiah 1 and 3. Yeah.
Neither didst thou remember the latter end of it.
Yeah, what's the latter end? Well, if you cut yourself and you dig inside a vein, you know, what's the latter end of it? That you possibly gonna bleed out, man. You know? And that's pretty much the actions of America with their just lack of care, man. And what this goes on, that you pretty much say. Go ahead, bro.
It's Isaiah chapter 47, verse 7. And thou saidest,
And who said it?
and thou saidest,
There it is. Well,
I shall be a lady forever.
well,
So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
keep going.
Neither didst thou remember the latter end of it.
Yeah, well, you gotta remember, something's already wrote that everybody's been able to see and hear. You know? Not ultimately here, like Yahushua said, but this when he said, blessed are those that do hear. You know? It's a certain meaning to it. But nonetheless, it was out here. You know? What? The latter end. What he declared. Who was he? The beginning. Who's the beginning? Yahweh Shah. You see what I'm saying? And he declared what? The end. So read that one more time.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, that thou art given to pleasure, thou dwellest carelessly.
Yeah. One more time on this verse.
Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures.
See, thou that art given to pleasure. Go ahead.
That dwellest carelessly.
And that dwellest carelessly. Remember, that goes back to who? Esau. Thy dwelling. You see what I'm saying? Shall be of the fatness of the earth. You're going to have more than mind can wish, as the scripture says. You know? Real quick, let me, what's that? 73 and 7? If you can write that, you got it. That's what that goes into. You know, that fatness. And also somebody go ahead and grab that Esau, 27 chapter, like 30 something. But
It's Psalm chapter 73, verse 7.
Go straight to the water.
You said straight to the brother.
No, who the brother that
It says, their eyes stand out with fatness.
Whose eyes?
Their eyes
There again. Come on.
stand out with fatness.
Mm-hmm.
They have more than heart to wish.
That's what fatness goes into. You see what I'm saying? That allows you to what? Basically not have to care. You got everything. Nothing to care about, man. You see what I'm saying? So that creates a type of sense of pride and undisputed champion, if you will. You know, they show you that in they damn shows such as WWE. You know, they got certain belts you can obtain, the undisputed champion and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's all fake. You know what I'm saying? It's make believe. It ain't real. But that's how Esau think. He created that. It's a whole storyline. That's how they live life. This big man. Go ahead. Yeah, bring that out.
Just chapter 27, verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling.
Who's that dwelling?
Thy dwelling.
Like what?
Thy dwelling.
There it is.
Shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above.
Yeah, he's talking to Esau. For those that don't know. That's it on that. Is it more on that, bro? On the verse?
That's it.
All right, go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it.
Woo! Esau didn't remember Jacob back then. You see what I'm saying? Ultimately, he forgot a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly.
Woo! See? And it comes from that sense of fatness they got, man. It ain't even a sense. They just got it. They got everything, man. Esau got it. You know? Go ahead.
That sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
See? And they know that, man. Come on.
I shall not sit as a widow.
But it is somebody else beside me. Somebody at the end, you know? Like that guy that got Scarface at the end. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Scarface, he won the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? He take a couple of L's. But you know, those battle wounds basically. When what's his name, Chi-Chi, his buddy got killed. You know what I'm saying? That was just a battle wound. That wasn't nothing. He didn't lose ultimately. You know what I'm saying? He got everything he was after. That was what you gotta take when to get one that's boxing. But anyway, fast forward. He won, he's winning that whole movie. But that does not change what's at the end. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, dude coming over that balcony that you least expect, that you said none, that you had basically, you was giving off the aura, I am and none else.
Yeah, take your bullets.
That's Esau. And he took him out like he wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? He off all that coke and all that drilling. Then he was off a mountain. That's it. That's Esau. You know? And one dude he didn't have, he just didn't consider it in. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Go ahead.
It says, neither shall I know the loss of children.
All right, man. Come on.
But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day.
You just finish it, bro.
The loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection.
What is that widowhood going to? Because we're going into America. Well, remember, America's a whore, a woman married to what? Many husbands. They all gonna leave here. You see what I'm saying? Widowhood. A lot of them gonna die.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of these rulers of these, because remember the Lord said He's gonna wound the heads over many countries. But that's who America can be. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said He coming back to get all these heads. You know what I'm saying? That's it, bro. All right, what else we got? We got 15. Yep. Go back to that 15. We can drop. We keep holding Isaiah 47. We're gonna go back to that. Whoever's reading that second Ezra 15.
16 too.
Yeah, comment. Yep.
It was, 15,
18. Yep.
The second is 15, 18. But because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
We don't need that revelation, the beginning and the end. No more. We don't need none of it.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Because of whose pride?
Because of their pride.
We Obadiah 1 and 2.
Pride.
Mm-hmm.
It's Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
It says, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee.
See? It's just, we on the stream. We all like on the canoe. You know what I'm saying? Sightseeing, everything the Lord, said. You know? Anyway, you got it, bro.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid.
All right. Now let's go straight into this. Let's get the article. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the article. We're going to go ahead and leave and waste no time.
You gotta
Yeah.
The article, this is on The Guardian, titled Minneapolis on Edge over outcome of Derek Chauvin's trial on Ilhan Omar said. It says, there's a picture right here. It says, families pay their respects at George Floyd Square after the 5th day of the trial of Derek Chauvin. Says, as the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is in the death of George Floyd, headed into its second week, the Democratic Congresswoman Ilhan Omar said residents remain on edge about the outcome.
Residents who remain on edge?
Residents remain on edge about the outcome.
They on edge, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what you gotta realize. What's being said right here. It said the residents, the same people that triggered everything last year, right after Passover last year, is on edge right now over the same thing. Why? Because they might have quit this man. You know what happened when they acquitted George Zimmerman? No, the cops that killed Mike Brown. You know what I'm saying? I was on the phone with guys from St. Louis that night. You know? And they successfully did what? What they wanted to do. Guess what? Those type of things are prophecy. So the same thing is getting ready to possibly happen again. And what? This happened what? Going into around May. You see what I'm saying? If somebody can get the date on the George Floyd riots. Matter of fact, somebody get the date George Floyd was killed. Or unless it's in this article already. It should be. Yup, last May. Let's get the exact date that happened though. See? So we right on. You see, it's crazy.
May 25th, 2020.
It happened May 25th. And that's what? Right after Passover. everyone had kept their Passover. You see what I'm saying? Now we know we're not judge of law, but we are to rehearse, you know what I'm saying, the righteous acts. You know? So that's all spiritual. And then go figure, we're on the same exact timeline as last year. When all hell broke loose. Well, the Lord said it's gonna be far worse than what thou seest now. You know what I'm saying? The love of many gonna wax cold. He said all this. So they got the dude on trial right now, and the residents is on edge about what the outcome. Okay, let's go ahead, bro. I think that's we could probably read all this. You know, and then we play the video.
It says on Sunday on CNN State of the Union, Omar was reminded that few trials involving police officers result in conviction.
And that's scripture. Somebody get Zechariah real quick. 1 and 11 and 5. You know, that's 100% going back to the scripture. You got it.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Whose possessors slay them
You see, they slay them. What does slay mean? It means to kill. Go ahead.
and hold themselves not guilty.
Yeah. Exactly. Lord is not a man that he shall lie. You got it.
And asked, are you and your city prepared for the possibility of a hung jury or a not guilty verdict? The community is on edge about that, Omar said. We have seen justice not delivered in our community for many years. I think that there is a lot.
Give me real quick. Get Isaiah 45 to 25. That go back to the scriptures. You know, we have seen justice not delivered. Nigga order a pizza and it never come. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 45, verse 25. The Lord Yahweh shall all the seed of Israel be justified.
In who?
In Yahweh
Mm-hmm.
shall all the seed of Israel be justified.
See? So we have not seen justice. We have seen justice not delivered in our community for many years. Yeah, because they don't deliver it to so-called blacks. They don't deliver justice to so-called blacks, Native American Indians, West Indians, Seminole Indians. They don't deliver justice to us, man. Why? Because you don't get it from the Lord, man. Once again, so I'm going back to the scriptures. So we spot on right now, man. Everything going according to plan. Go ahead. According to what's been declared. You got it, bro.
So I think that there is a lot of confidence in the state attorney general, Keith Ellison, and the prosecutors in this case.
Somebody did Lamentations 4 and I believe like 11. You got Watch for the Nation. That could not save us.
So, but we are all eagerly awaiting to see how this trial shakes out.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's gonna shake out the same way. Y'all watching for a nation that's not gonna save you, man. They're not gonna give you justice because that's what's declared. Go ahead, bro.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
As for us, our eyes has yet failed for our vain help.
Mm.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
What do you have to do? You basically got to play like a wounded animal. You know what I'm saying? And that's when it's the most vulnerable, but they're the most dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And this is what America is doing. They keep wounding, you know what I'm saying? People that's compared to animals. The Lord compared these people on earth to animals. You see what I'm saying? Let's bring that out real quick. Get Sirach 3 and like 19 or 16, where it says the state of man. Please actually like 3 and 16 or 19. Because the Lord compared these people to animals. An animal is at its most dangerous state when it's wounded, man. And America keeps wounding. I said, if you I just take a knife and I just dagger, you know what I'm saying? I try to dig out the deepest artery I can find, and I just don't act like there's no end to that, like there's no aftermath. Does that mean it's not gonna come? No. What? It's still gonna come, and what's gonna come? The aftermath, the results, the true end, and that's what me bleeding the hell out and dying, man. Y'all true aftermath is what? This place ultimately being destroyed because people's pissed. The riots re-happening again, but it's gonna be 10 times worse. You see what I'm saying? Unbearable this time, probably. Go ahead. Where we got it? I'm reading whatever. Doing something. The state of man. Ecclesiastes. That's all right. All right.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 18. I said in my heart concerning the state of the sons of men, that the Most High might manifest them, that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
Ooh. See, come on.
For that which befalleth the sons of men, befalleth beasts.
So that's the reason. The Lord compares people to animals. That's like, they act like wild animals. Well, that's because they really are. You know what I'm saying? So what happens to an animal that's wounded, man? You know what I'm saying? It's the most dangerous. Try attacking a lion when it's already wounded. You know what I'm saying? It's the king of the jungle like that. You know what I'm saying? These people got a whole nother thing coming, man. Go ahead, bro.
So it's been really horrendous to watch the defense put George Floyd on trial instead of the former police officer.
They put George Floyd on trial. George Floyd ain't even here anymore. These niggas crazy. You know what I'm saying? They asking for it. They said they on edge. The Lord gonna hit the button, man. All hell gonna break loose, man. Go ahead, bro.
Is on trial instead of the former police officer who's charged with his murder. Floyd, 46, died last May when Chauvin kneeled on his neck for more than 9 minutes during an arrest. The killing sparked international protests.
Now let's go to the law. You see what I'm saying? We can go ahead and go to the law. You can finish that, bro. Somebody hold number 16 and like 35, I believe that is. And somebody also hold Psalm 49 chapter. No, 50 chapter and 16 verse. Go ahead, bro.
It says the killing sparked international protests against police brutality and racial injustice. Ooh. The vast majority of protests were peaceful,
Why
but
lying? Hear how they lie? That's crazy. I can believe it. Like, bro, y'all really gonna go ahead, bro.
So the vast majority of the protests were peaceful, but in Minneapolis and other cities, some became violent.
They delusional, bro.
And so what happened to Portland?
It's this marching. It's kids. You do crazy, bro. Go ahead, bro. Like, if it's long, man. Yeah, that's it.
Jackie,
That was toothless.
Oh man, what you got here?
Yeah.
Was that during that? Yeah. Oh hell was breaking loose. That was some random. Yeah. He was good ass. Look, she got her blinks.
You got black in the mouth.
Man, bro.
I cannot believe.
Is it a video? We probably play the video at the end or something.
Yeah, it is a video.
Okay, fine. We play it. Alright, let's go ahead and jump back to the alright, so let's get that. It ain't numbers, it's no, it is numbers. Let's go to the law. Let's bring that Psalm 56 and 16 out real quick.
56.
No, sorry, 50 and 16. Sorry.
This is Psalm chapter 50, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
It says, but unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Mm-hmm.
Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth,
Mm-hmm.
seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee.
Yeah, he saw hate instructions, man. Somebody get Psalms, Psalm 10. Yeah, bring it back to bringing that Psalm 10 out. I think we probably can start like that. We can start now.
Come. Psalm chapter 10, verse 1, it says, why standest thou afar off, O Lord, O Yahweh? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride, the wicked in his pride.
There you go, man. See? Niggas proudful, man. You know? Give me, yeah, what I asked for, was it number 35 and 16? Yeah, that's it. Probably, 16 and 35? Or 40 and 35? Yeah, 35. Right. Fine. So we got the law on Esau ass. You know what I'm saying? How you supposed to. The verdict already could declare according to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro, on that 10.
Con.
Uh-huh.
Psalms 10 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
The wicked in his pride will persecute the poor.
See? And persecute going to what? Basically, you treat somebody cruel because of their race. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can bring it up, you know?
Con. This is persecute. In the blue letter says to burn. Con. Persecute. It says to subject someone to hostility and ill treatment, especially because of their race or political or religious beliefs.
They're killing Jakes because they Jakes. You know what I'm saying? You love all people. You want arch enemies. You want little brothers. You see? That's what persecute means, man. You see what I'm saying? It's all political. You see what I'm saying? It's all politics as usual. That's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? This is what Howard Shah trying to tell us. This is what Lord trying to tell us. It is politics definitely exists. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Says this is the Webster definition. It says to harass or punish in a manner designed to injure.
See, key word, design to do what?
To injure, to grieve, or afflict. Specifically to cause to suffer.
Specifically, come on.
To cause to suffer because of belief.
But really, ultimately go down to who? The elect, man. You see what I'm saying? We go ahead and jump back to that Psalm 10.
Yeah, one more.
Go ahead.
It says to annoy with persistent or urgent approaches, such as attacks, pleas, or importunities.
Yeah. The whole point is what? They do these things to you because it's political. It's because of the race. You know what I'm saying? And our race obviously has we were born with certain beliefs. You know what I'm saying? So it's beyond religion. You know what I'm saying? We are religion, if you will. You know what I'm saying? We are the belief. That's what religion means. You know? Go ahead, bro. 10.
Okay, so this is Psalms 10. That's start over 2.
Where did that from?
Con. Psalm 10:2 says, the wicked in his pride will persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Yeah.
For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire.
Who's heart's desire?
His heart's desire.
Come on.
And blesseth the covetous,
Come on.
whom the Lord Yahweh abhorreth.
Come on.
The wicked,
Uh-huh.
through the pride of
There it
his
is.
countenance,
Uh-huh.
will not.
Everything he got, you see what I'm saying? And what he done built, we didn't see himself do. How he keep whooping our ass and anybody doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Through the pride of his countenance,
And then when we do, it don't work. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
will not seek after the Most High.
Go ahead.
The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
Whose thoughts?
All his thoughts.
See? So you ain't gonna see this. You gonna see this verdict, this trial play out. Like, how you gonna put a dead man on trial? You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they don't want to actually deal with how you supposed to deal with matters, man. The Lord said he counsel, man. You see what I'm saying? Drop that 10 real quick, brother, and give me Proverbs 8 and 14. You see what I'm saying? Because it's just clear cut. This is why Esau coming out of power. He a damn idiot, man. Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 14. Counsel is mine.
The Lord got counsel, man. You see what I'm saying? You supposed to do what he say. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, give me 1 Samuel 14 and jump down to Give me 1 Samuel in the 14th chapter and jump down to about 37. Yep.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 14, verse 37.
Uh-huh.
It says, and Saul asked counsel,
And who else? And who?
Saul asked counsel,
He asked what?
counsel
Uh-huh.
of the Heavenly Father,
Of who?
of the Heavenly Father.
Come on.
Shall I go down after the Philistines?
That's it. That's what counsel is, man. It's outright instruction, man. You see what I'm saying? Read your own time, bro.
Uh, 1 Samuel chapter 14, verse 37.
Come on.
And Saul asked counsel of the Heavenly Father,
Mm-hmm.
shall I go down after the Philistines?
After the who?
After the Philistines.
See? He's trying to come out on top. So, man, in his right mind, that's what he's going to do. You're going to get that counsel, man. You're going to go to the council. We're the council. We got the instructions how about some outside, man. You see what I'm saying? All right, you can go ahead and bring that back up. That, what we just read.
Proverbs 8.
Yep.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Counsel is mine, and
There
sound,
it is. See? Come on.
and sound wisdom.
See, sound wisdom. Something solid. Something you can trust in. Stability. Something you can stand on and it's not going to sway. You don't have to worry about falling. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
I am understanding.
He's understanding. Come on. Meaning his word, man. Come on.
I have strength.
Come on.
By me, kings reign.
Now, Esau is a king. A president ultimately goes in the king, man. You see what I'm saying? So what is you doing not taking the sound counsel, the sound wisdom? Because he just written the ball. He don't even consider the end of that. Sick as an idiot, man. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and finish that, bro.
Fine. By me, kings reign,
Uh-huh.
and princes decree justice.
Reign. What does it mean to reign? But whole another thing. If a brother want to get it, bro, go ahead and bring it up. This is why we know he's coming out of power. You know what I'm saying? What we got?
Reign, it says, hold royal office, rule as a monarch.
See, he's holding a royal office. But you need a royal law to do that, which is laid out in the 7th chapter of Romans, in the 12th verse, I believe. All right? So that's how you reign. Is it a little more on it?
It says,
This is going to the lesson. Come on.
of a quality or condition, be the dominant feature of a situation or place.
This is you. By me, kings dominate. Rulers, and they're rulers. What they say go. Like the scripture say, where the word of a king is, there is power. Why? Because those kings were ruled by the counsel of Yahweh Shah. They were ruled by that sound wisdom to where they can reign, meaning remain dominant. Where the word of a king is, there is power. Nobody's going to obstruct what the king say. But this king, and the way he's going about stuff in this kingdom, they're going to be overthrown. This place is finished, man. They're done. Like, they're done. Now, let's show you that he's playing with the verdict, this so-called white man. You can't put a dead man back on trial, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody there to witness. They say about 2 or 3 witnesses shall every matter be established. No one's ever even there to witness that George Floyd is a witness. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead and bring it out, bro. Whoever got it. 35 and yep. Please, nipping in the book. Go ahead.
It's number 35, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
And if you smite him,
And if you what?
if you smite him with an instrument of iron, so that he died,
So that he what?
so that he died,
Go ahead.
he is a murderer.
No, he's not a murderer.
He is a murderer.
See how clear cut it is? Go ahead. What's the verdict on that?
The murderer shall surely be put to death.
Derek Solomon supposed to be dead, man. Keep going, bro.
And if you smite him with a stone, where he may die,
Where he may what?
where he may die.
See, he may die. He might not die. He may die. Well, he was fighting, but he still died. Go ahead.
And if he died,
Mm-hmm.
he is a murderer.
He's a murderer. Go ahead.
And murder shall surely be put to death.
Keep going, bro.
Or if you smite him with the hand of weapon of wood, where he may die, and die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death.
How many scenarios you need? Is there one more? Go ahead, bro.
The avenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer.
See? That's what's supposed to. And who's the revenger? The people on edge. It's finished on this. Esau's finished. America is finished, man. This place is toast. All right. So let's go ahead and bring these scriptures out that we told. Luke 132. We still hold Isaiah 47. The second Ezra 16. I know we're gonna get, but let's get that second Ezra 15, and then we got the Luke 132 to link up. You got something?
Right.
Go ahead.
It's in Psalm 50, verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
And how? And there it is. You know what I'm saying? Because it went. What word was it that just meant design? Was that persecute that went into it, or it was persecute, right? Yeah. Well, the Lord, when you go into Job, the 12th chapter, the Lord talked about how He designed all this. You know what I'm saying? When He proposed a plan, that goes into design. He proposed a plan on earth. Well, if you don't do this, if you do this, this is supposed to happen to you. You see what I'm saying? It's going to happen to you, period. If you don't reign by me, you're not going to dominate. You see what I'm saying? The result of that is going to happen to you. Going back to what? The latter end that was told in Isaiah the 47th chapter that America, the whore, is not thinking about. How you going to set a community on just edge and act like ain't nothing? Bro, you already done seen the results of it. Y'all lost Chase Banks. This place is finished. Precinct, they lost all type of stuff, man. Stuff that won't even probably documented. They lost. They lost control of this place. That's beautiful right there, man. He said he's gonna set them in order in front of your eye. And that's really going into Jacob, you know? But the Lord's gonna set everything in order, you know? He's gonna set this response in order. And what's gonna be the response? Go ahead and bring that second Ezra 15 back up. 15, 18. You got something? Go ahead.
Bring the second Ezra 15, verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be destroyed.
No, they're gonna be built up.
Or because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed.
Woo! This shit gonna go. And that's what you seen. So it ain't like we tripping. We seeing the same. Look how much happened off of that. People like, yo, what the? Now, if y'all literally don't do what the Lord say, this place is finished either way. You know what I'm saying? Because he's supposed to be dead. That's outright defiant. He's a murderer, man. You gotta kill him. They don't put him on trial. They put the man that was killed on trial. Somebody bring Psalms 82 and 4 out, bro. Everything is completely upside down, out of course. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 82, verse 4. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the
how many?
All the foundations
Everything's finished.
of the earth are out of course.
No, they on point.
Out of course.
God, man, bro. Go ahead. But this shit is a joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all is a joke. Ain't no heroes here. Ain't nobody to look up to. Everybody gonna be Chinese. This place is finished, man. This place is a joke. The man ruling the country, his hair is caught on camera blowing off his head. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump ass. Nigga, Joe Biden trying to go up the damn thing. He falls. You know what I'm saying? They got Alzheimer's.
Everybody clowns.
Yeah. You can't take this down serious, man. Please.
They got no playing characters, have a mask on, you see a mask coming on.
Halloween. Yeah, they play bugged out, man. What the Lord really saying with you, man? Hey, man. I learned my lesson, man. You know what I'm saying? If your meter ain't 100%, it will be after this. You know what I'm saying? When all hell breaks loose, it will be. You ain't gonna want nothing to do with transgression no more. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. It resulted in this. You know? Bring that Baruch 4 and 32 up. All the time.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 32.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna come back to that second, Ezra 15. We're gonna start 19. Go ahead.
Miserable are the cities which thy children serve.
Mm-hmm.
Miserable is she that received thy sons.
That's it, man. It's she. Isaiah 47. This place is gonna be miserable. There's a movie called, what was that? Is it Misery Loves Misery? No, the movie, yeah, well, not that, but they got a saying, Misery Loves Company. Man. Wow, this place is gonna be desolate. Wow, America's gonna become a widow. You got all the husbands, you're gonna lose all of them. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be slaves.
Yeah, I was gonna say the movie I Robot. It said when Will Smith was going into all the cargo containers with all the robots, the doctor was saying why is that when the robots are alone in darkness, they all get close to each other. That's like misery loves company.
Yeah.
They all get close together while they all down.
And America ain't gonna be able to do that. Ain't gonna be nobody to get close to. Why? Because the love, somebody get that. Matthew 24 and what's that, like 21? Love of many shall what? No, that ain't that. Love of many shall wax cold. Go ahead, bro.
Matthew 24 and 12.
Yeah,
And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
yeah, they said iniquity gonna abound. Give me 2nd Ezra 5 and 1. You know? He said iniquity gonna abound. Who said that? How shot the beginning? That's the end. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Nevertheless, as coming the tokens.
Who turned this over?
I'm having something go. Go ahead.
Yeah, they is.
Second Ezra 5 and 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come, that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number. And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. But iniquity,
But what?
but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest.
That's it. See? Increased, abound. You see that? Because iniquity shall abound, and the love of many shall wax cold. Ezra said the same thing. He said iniquity gonna be increased above that which thou seest. Man. All hell broke loose last year. Going the same course that it's going this year, but it's worse. The course a little more scary. You know what I'm saying? It's a roller coaster with a deeper drop. You know what I'm saying? They got the giant drop at Six Flags or something like that. It's called. You know, last year was 500 feet. Usually it's 500 feet. Well, this year it's 1,000. You know what I'm saying? It's 1,000 this year. You know, this shit finna be, man, bro. It's gonna be crazy. Because if it's gonna get so bad, that means it might not even be bearable. You might have to literally move around. Shit, bottles going through your window and shit. It's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord said ain't gonna come nigh thy dwelling, you know. But nonetheless, that's gonna be the environment. You know what I'm saying? He said it ain't gonna come nigh thy dwelling. Meaning it's gonna be coming nigh near people's dwellings. What you gonna do in war in your backyard? You know what I'm saying? He said the city on edge, the residents of the city on edge. And that sparked a chain of events last year. You know? Let's go ahead and go back to 2nd Ezra 15. Uh-huh.
2nd Ezra 15, verse 19.
So the love of many gonna wax cold. Go ahead.
Man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
See? People finna really people gonna be doing stuff just because they can do it. They're gonna really be taking out their hate. People gonna be doing just crazy stuff. That's why you be seeing all type of murders pop up. Little kids be getting tortured and shit. These people just be, because that's those wicked imaginations. when the Lord turn you over to just become reprobate, that's when you do stuff like that. I wonder how I feel to kill a bird. You know what I'm saying? Like some curious shit like that. You got people that go further, you know, and especially these Edomites. That's why you get movies like Saw. What's the movie overseas you used to watch? Hostel. That's an excellent one.
The Friday, they showed Michael Myers as a kid.
But yeah, just stand on the hospital. Think about that. That movie is about people who sign up for a club to kill because they want to know what it feels like to kill. So they buy Americans. They will buy Americans and they will capture the American they want or Americans that'll be over there touring and they will end up in the womb. It's like a mix between Saw and something like that. But anyway, right?
Sounds like the bird.
Nah, this is other shit. You never seen it?
No.
Yeah, you gotta see it. It's crazy. They buy these elites. They buy. They got a tattoo and everything. It's like an elite club. They buy the Americans that they catch touring over there, and they'll wake up in the room, and they just be turned over to the person who got the membership to be killed, and they'll do whatever they want to do with it. So it'll be it's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus mixed with like assault. He pretty much there be in his cell, and you'll see all the rooms of the dudes that got memberships. You can't tell who they is because they clothes. They got what's the little thing the blowtorch helmets? Niggas in there. Nigga, he probably he blowtorching her out. This dude got a saw her lips off. It's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got to move heavy, bro.
I believe that's pretty what goes on in real life.
Facts.
Exactly that. But they just put it in a movie, just to put it out there. Like when people go missing because they take them up to do that. Because they know what's going on over there, behind doors, so they could put it out in the movie.
If I can, they say, Walmart, there was at a wall that nobody paid attention to, but the wall always got a whole lot of jakes on it. Talking about they missing. Every time, like right next to the bathroom too.
Yeah, by the money thing.
Yeah. Every time I see it, that's instantly what I'm thinking.
That shit can trip me out too. That shit, yeah, nobody say nothing. They say it's a massacre basically.
All you see is Jake. You see a lot of Jackies.
Yeah, a lot of them. A whole lot.
You see a whole lot of Jackies. Few little Jakes. Gone. Unknown. That's you need to get some newspapers specifically like going into. I remember I seen a few like the background of it be yellow. I don't know if you seen something like that. Like the background be yellow and then like got each picture, talk about how old it is.
Yeah. That's how it's like that at all of them. Yeah. It might be laced. Be tons of them. That job is crazy. Art imitates life, what they say, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't life imitates art. No, art imitates life. What really going on? You know? Your music, your new soundtrack came off an experience you had from life. The pictures, your favorite artist, or artiste, or painter will come from life. He ain't painting, you know what I'm saying? And if he do some bugged out shit, which is like surrealism or something, all he doing is mixing things from life that don't exist. But individually they do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All of it is just a play off life. You know? But yeah, man. So you're gonna have the love of many people waxing cold. People gonna just be taking advantage of stuff. Like, yeah, I was just gonna be real sicko, man. You know? Go ahead, bro. Second
15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbors, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
See? That's how it's gonna be, man. You got it. You finish. That's it. Oh yeah, go ahead and finish now.
And spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation.
And that's how it's gonna be, man. It's gonna be real bad out here, man. These cities is gonna be wasted. It's gonna be finished. It's gonna literally be it's literally about to be uproars of the people, man. You see what I'm saying? These people they're not standing it, man. Real quick, jump up to is there anything else we hold? I know we hold second Ezra 16. And Isaiah 47, is anything else that want brought up?
I ain't finished all of the
Okay, come on. You go ahead and finish that, bro.
Obadiah.
Yeah, come on.
This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high.
Yeah, see? He think because he got skyscrapers, a skyline, that he can't come down, they can't fall or something. You know? Yeah, man. That's Esau habitation, modern time. Go ahead.
It says, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Yeah, the same people you oppressing. And it's gonna be through your house, Shai. That's why the Lord said He's not gonna meet you as a man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna come through you in different forms, man. You see what I'm saying? Give me Sirach 39 and 28. And then Amos 3 and 6.
It's Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. It says, there be spirits that are...
There be spirits, man. Real quick, get the Amos 3. So the Lord do nothing. 3 and 7, 4 and 6.
Come. Amos chapter 3, verse 7 says, surely the Lord, Yahweh, will do nothing.
He's not going to do nothing, man. But he is going to do something. He is not going to do nothing. He's the boss, man.
But he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Right. So we know how he's actually going to get the job done. You got it, brother. After that.
Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their...
You see, there be spirits created for vengeance, man. Spirits. Lord ain't got it, you know what I'm saying? It's straight spirits. Lord can have an animal get it done, man. You know? Make all the animals bust out. Me and the brothers just talking with coyotes out here the other night, man. Big ass look like wolves, not foxes. You know what I'm saying? Just randomly. Ain't nothing for them to be, and there's nothing even over here. There's no wilderness or forest over here. And they just, you know what I'm saying? You can't make this up. They right behind them, you know what I'm saying, the whip. In that little fit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing right there. They might as well been in the lot. You know what I'm saying? They said, and then he said, you seen them, you got it, bro.
Like I seen no space over there, so pretty much I like turned the lights on and took off running. Pretty much around, and then they went to the street, you know what I'm saying? So I tried to record them.
But no, I'm telling them about the park. He was like, you walk past him.
Right, so the whole time, pretty much, I walked past all the way to the park, like pretty much my park right there right now. Like, I walked past them, like if they was hungry or something, you know what I'm saying? Or they could have did whatever. I didn't know they was over there. So I tried to hit the lights on. Took off running. You know what I'm saying? So there's only, it was nothing. You know what I'm saying?
The same spot y'all walk past. That shit right there.
Like the brother said, like they were no little coyotes. Like they were like wolf size, almost. They wolf size, big coyotes. Go ahead, brother.
For that. But that too, just what you're saying, like, but in most sense, too, because my neighbors, they like, pack on weight during the winter. So you stay warm. It makes sense, like, if I just waking up type of, you know what I'm saying? You must wake up, first thing you do, like,
Right. And the other one was good.
going to the
He ain't worried about that. You're right. You being humble. You're right.
So I just say that in the sense
No,
of
you're right. You're right, bro. You're right.
the fact that it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? I can only be the Lord.
Yep. You can explain why I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Well, because the temptation of how I was walking with, you know, like, you're right. You know, like I still was, so they ain't worried about shit. I'm worried about the Lord, you know? It's all one. But, who is he now?
It's Sirach 39.
Yeah.
Right. It's Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. It says, there be spirits
There be spirits, man. Go ahead.
that are created for vengeance.
Vengeance, man. Lord tell her, he like, man, look, I got so many buttons to hit.
You know, there.
You'll have a bear bust into your thing. To the front door.
He's trying to stop the door, like, a bear with some sense.
Oh man.
Bear with conscience.
If I get there's an account, I want to say it was basically in the history of Old Testament, where a lion had came out in the wilderness, killed somebody, slew somebody. I'm thinking of who it was specifically. But it was like, basically they had this and they weren't supposed to do. I want to say it was like, First Seven Kings, something like that.
Is it good? You said it again with somebody good?
Like, I want to say it was like after a war. I want to say it was somebody had asked somebody to kill him, and they killed.
Saul.
Was it Saul?
Mm-hmm. Saul. Yeah.
I want to say it was like around that account.
Yeah.
Where like somebody had somebody basically like did something they weren't supposed to do. And the Lord basically made a lion come out the wilderness and kill him.
Okay, yeah. There's two accounts of that. When Elijah did the bear, the lions was when the Gentiles got put in all in. And they weren't keeping the laws. No, it was another one. You're right. The old man that was talking to the prophet. Yeah,
That's what
that's it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, lion killed him, yeah. There's a bunch of accounts of niggas getting ate by animals, man. You know what I'm saying? People read about that in Wisdom of Solomon. The Lord gonna have different beasts you've never seen come out. That's talking about Wisdom of Solomon. You ain't even seen all the animals. You know? That's how it's gonna be. It's in Wisdom of Solomon. Go ahead, bro. We just went this far on animals. You know what I'm saying? He said there be spirits. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sorry, 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sword strokes.
They gonna put the work in. Yeah?
In the time of destruction,
See, in the time of destruction. Matter of fact, Ecclesiastes 3:1. You keep going on that, bro.
right.
Whoever got the other one.
Sirach chapter 39:28 says that the spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on for strokes, in the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
See that? That's it, man. So it ain't these people. He said, "Who gonna bring me down?" You know what I'm saying? Esau so high. He said, "Who gonna bring me down?" Well, bro, every spirit created for vengeance. You got winds that can come. You know what I'm saying? Pull up your window. You see wind. You know what I'm saying? In a certain shape. You know that's spiritual.
We were talking to last night. He was saying he was giving an account. He was going to a birthday party. The flood
Yeah.
came in.
Mm-hmm. And that go on and say that. You go into the weather. You got it.
Mm-hmm. It's Sirach 39:29 says fire. It says, in the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
A golf ball falling out the sky, but it's hail. You know what I'm saying? And it goes through your head. You know what I'm saying? That's enough. All right. So we got what up? Is there anything else we holding? We need a couple more clothes, bro.
So I can get
Yeah, bring it out.
This is Sirach chapter 3, verse 1. Hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter, that ye may be safe. For the Lord hath given the father honor over
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. Under the heavens. Yeah.
To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose in the heaven. Right?
A time to be born and a time to die.
See? So it's all a matter of time. That's all it is. It's all a matter of time. That's why they on edge. They waiting on the verdict. And then those spirits gonna be sent out. And you ain't gonna know what, you gonna be like, what the hell done happened? I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. People successfully being wicked. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be bad, man. Somebody hold second Ezra 16 and 18. We're gonna get one more. Yep, go ahead, man.
Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 18 says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. And the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do?
So the power's gonna stand in fear. Because all hell's gonna break loose. These people gonna get a whole other power from the left-hand side that they've never gotten before. You know? How you think that, even though that was set up, the Lord is giving you a preview of what it's gonna look like through acts like the storming of the Capitol on January 6th. And that happened on that date for a reason. You know? January 6th, man. It's gonna get bad out here, man. It's about to get real bad out here. And look, the powers are standing in fear. They put the tables to the door and was holding 9mm, holding bangers like, get back, you animals. You know what I'm saying? If it was acting or not, that's still, see, that'll get your head blown off. You thinking everything's staged, man. That'll get your damn noodles cooked, man. Lord, stuff is really happening. When the stuff we prophesy come to happen, then brothers talking about the stage. Everything ain't staged, man. Some things are staged. Regardless, it's still having an effect on what? Our reality. Period. Scamdemic, shamdemic, plandemic. It's still having an effect on our reality, man. People broke right now because of that. Regardless that it's staged. People really getting sick right now. Regardless that it's staged. You know? People really getting shots right now to be further in their sickness. Regardless that it's staged. So what do you mean? Is that not famine? Is that not trouble? Is that not sorrow? Is that not plagues? Is that not death? Is that not destruction? And the George was saying the George Floyd shit was staged. You know what I'm saying? Well, look what happened. Do you really believe it was staged now? They're gonna really keep up this guy that really didn't exist? That don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It's time to, like Paul said, when I was a child, I spoke as a child. But when I was a man, I put away childish things. Right? All right? So that's pretty much it. And this is gonna pretty much spread to the entire globe, because what America do, everybody emulate, which is talked about in Second Ezra. Second Ezra. Yep. Second Ezra 15. That's in the 15th chapter. 15, and we close out the next one. Second Ezra 15. We watch the video too. So Second Ezra 15 and start at 45. Watch this. One.
So I can put
Okay, time you hold it. Okay, bro. What we got? Go ahead, brother.
Second Ezra 15, 45, 46. And now Asia, now a partaker of the hope of Babylon.
Start at 45.
Second Ezra 15 to 45. And they that remain
Under who?
under her,
Yep.
shall do service unto them that have put her in fear.
Go ahead. So the her is going into who? America. Come on.
And thou, Asia, thou art partaker of the hope of Babylon,
Mm-hmm.
and art
And Asia is like we're east, right? America's west. That's the whole. He referring to the whole east. That's everybody that way. Really, that's everybody else. Because the only people west is, you know what I'm saying? Anybody else west but North America. You know, North and South America. Everybody else is that way. Esau got us on an isolated island, torturing them. Military experiment. Go ahead.
and are the glory of her person. Will be
See, and they are the glory of her person. You know, because Asia helps play out really everything America got. When you think about China, you think about the cars, Lexus, all that stuff made in Japan, China, you know what I'm saying? BMW. Look up most of those companies to see where, you know what I'm saying? Really, most of the luxury from America comes from the East. They import their palm trees to California. Seen them coming in those semi trucks. They strap the semi trucks. They import them and plant them. That stuff fake. Palm trees are in Israel. Naturally. They in other places in the East too, but they're in Israel. They grow in Israel. Palm trees in Israel. Right? So we really from a real tropical place, man. We from, you know.
Exodus 15 to 47. Woe be unto thee, thou wretched, because thou hast made thyself like unto her.
See? Everybody want to do what America do. So it's gonna spread out. Look, everybody doing this now. That's an American thing, man. You know, that feeling comes from America, you know? Yeah.
And has decked thy daughters in order,
See?
that they might please and glory in thy lover.
See? You made your daughters like your mistress, China. Your actual daughters you made like your mistress. The leaders of China are making their daughters like their mistress, America. Just like this. We'll fly you over there, you know the game. The so-called Chinese girls, Moabite girls coming over here with LeBron dresses. They ain't their dresses, they just jerseys with nothing underneath. They gonna hop in BMWs, they just little slutty Moabite chicks. You know what I'm saying? We'll eat some octopus, we'll eat some chicken nuggets. You know what I'm saying? And they're over there acting like niggas. You know what I'm saying right now? Go ahead, bro. You finish that.
Which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee.
Woo! See? Everybody, it's an influence comes from it. We was just talking about that. How the woman make you do, you know what I'm saying? We dudes, you know what I'm saying? These other nations, they're heathens. And America has the top heathen, which is Esau. So that's pretty much it. We can go ahead and get the video, and then we'll close out during the video with the brother guys. After that. No, that's good. Yeah, precise. Yeah.
Charlie seemed very confused and resting state, meaning like he just rested his knee on his neck.
It's not clean. So, screenshot.
Oh, no.
So what did you see, the officer, Mr. Floyd, what was the relation of their two lives, what would happen?
George was motionless, limp, and Charlie seemed very confused and resting state, meaning like he just rested his knee on his neck.
And what did you do when you saw it?
I pulled my phone out first and I called my mom and told her not to come downstairs, and then I started recording.
And did you make a recording?
Correct.
Keep that for,
No.
right.
Later on that night, I deleted it because when they picked George up off of the ground, the ambulance went straight on 38 instead of going straight on Chicago. And if you live in South Minneapolis, the easiest way to get to the hospital would have been straight on Chicago. So that to me kind of made it like clear that he was no longer with us.
When you thought it died.
Correct.
Not quite sure why that would, make you delete the video.
Oh, I just didn't want to have to show it to anyone. Really questioning me.
I saw you standing there with your hands on your head for a while. Right. So what was going through your mind during that time period?
Disbelief and guilt.
Why guilt?
If I would have just not taken the bill, it could have been avoided.
We also saw another individual get pushed by an officer, correct?
Correct.
What did you do after that happened?
I was just trying to calm him down, tell him to stand back.
Yeah, man. So this place on edge, man. And what? Regardless of y'all people ain't considering the latter end of things you're doing, which is outright going to your buildings and pulling out the corners at the bottom, you know what I'm saying? Regardless if you can see that the whole building will tip over or not, that doesn't just dictate if it's going to happen or not, you know what I'm saying? So nonetheless, you go ahead and close out on that, bro. All hands on deck, we was pretty good. We're on the same exact course as last year, you know. But worse, more intense. We on that course having that, we're on this course having that already had happened. You know what I'm saying? That anger's already still there, plus this too. You can see how things gonna be worse.
2 Ezra chapter 16, verse
We got about a month, you know what I'm saying? Got about a month. So you can have it before then.
2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 18, it says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear.
That's probably the powers. And people that think you're in control, you're gonna stand in fear because you're gonna lose all control. Lord gonna take away. You know what I'm saying? You finish it, bro.
Right. It says, the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Yeah, we're gonna wait on the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna deliver us from six trouble. All right, bro, you got anything else? That's it. I'm gonna close this out. Give my all honor, praise the Lord, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Son.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Wa'akadashaka.
The next time, Shalom. Why you got about some